Good morning, everyone. How are we? Welcome to Craft and Chat with Ginger. I'm by myself today. So we're going to wing this here again, like we did last week. Um, what I did want to talk, well, first, let me say hello to Joe Fix It For You. Good morning, dear. Rena LaRue said good morning. Grandma Taxi, grabbing a taxi in service for about half hour, so just listening. Okay, so hopefully you'll get an earful. Thank you for coming, Rena. And I do remember seeing you last night and her being confused. Um, I think it was in Big Valley Living's live when Annie said, "See you tonight." So right now, Rena, Annie is going to bed. When we were watching that live last night, she was just waking up. So she's probably all snuggled in and ready for us to talk her to sleep. So, good morning, Jamie's Country Living. Jamie said, hit that thumbs up. Yes, guys, if you would hit the thumbs up, please, that is greatly appreciated. Annie is here. Good evening, Annie, and hope you are doing well. Suburban Hillbilly is here. So, hello to you, Suburban Hillbilly. Hope you are doing well as this morning after the weekend. I know it was a little taxing on you and um, emotionally and physically, I'm sure, but that is fantastic that you got all of those jars. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Oh, thank you very much, Jamie. I appreciate that. Jamie's going to share that out. If you do want to share this out on your community tab, I would greatly appreciate that. So, this morning has been a little bittersweet, and this is that time of year that it is bittersweet because we have things that are going out and of your gardens. Pretty much everybody here is a gardener, and you have things that are going out and things that are just busting through. Suburban Hillbilly is not that far from me, and her tomatoes started she started getting tomatoes way before I did. As far as getting ripe ones. Good morning, Tiffany with mud mascara. um, so I have, tomatoes that are just now coming in and doing really well. Good morning, Bud Files. Thank you for coming in. Welcome, welcome. And then, so earlier this week, wait, this is Thursday. Yeah, earlier this week, I got to remember what day it is. Um, I pulled all the cucumbers. They were just looking super sad. I was just down to where I was getting the little cucumber balls. So it was time for them to go. Good morning, Miss Christine. Are you home? She said, I'm listening with one ear. So she must be out in her garden and she's going to listen while she's doing the things that you do in the garden. You got your coffee and you're hot and you diddly bop out to your garden. Christine, I hope you got to check all of your tomato plants to look for those tomato horn worms. Oh, I can't even say it. She said, I'm home. Yay. Just in time for homestead hangout tonight. So very exciting. But anyways, like I was saying, it is super bittersweet because you have so many things that, you know, you started them from seed and now they've given you what they're going to give you and they're done. Now, the patty pans and the squash I kind of put in at the same time, and I pulled this morning and was kind of sad. Um, the one oval garden that I have that had the perimeter was all of the cucumbers, not pickles. It was pickling cucumbers and straight eights. So I put them around the perimeter so they could climb the fence. And then the center had all the patty pans in it. So all of the cucumbers are gone. And I used to look out every morning and get to see all of those cucumber vines vining up. And it was so pretty with all their little flowers. And now they're all gone. So it's kind of sad. Good morning, Mr. C. Again. Yes, hit that thumbs up, please. So then that was the cucumbers came. I pulled them earlier in the week, and then this morning I went out bright and early to check on stuff. I found another one of those army worms in my tomato plants, so I had to pull that. He had gotten into a tomato, so there goes that one. But I got him, so that's a good thing. So I went out and I cruised around everything, and then I went over to the patty pans. And I'm still getting patty pans. It has slowed down tremendously. Good morning, Big Valley Living, Grace and Fire. Good morning, good morning. And good morning, Johnny, Mr. Flip Flop Farmer. Our new land. I bet that's Devin. Good morning, Devin. If it's Ryan, I'm sorry. Good morning, Ryan. So all the cucumbers came out. So I don't see those vines anymore. Probably 3 or 4 of the patty pan plants, I had to pull those up. They just were not going to do anything. The vines were yellowing and it had turned completely white. And they just weren't doing anything. So I pulled those. But I still have about 7 patty pan plants. And I looked out this morning and I was getting just little tiny ones, but I actually got this one this morning. It's a pretty good size. And it's beautiful. It was hiding under a big green leaf. So, whoa. Anyways, so that's kind of sad that I've pulled some of those up. Again, this is just like that bittersweet. Good morning, Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank. Good morning to you. It's just that bittersweet time where some things are going out and some things are coming in and they're doing really well. The loofahs, oh my gosh, they have started. There are flowers everywhere. There are about, I think this morning when I went out, I counted, there were like about 9 loofahs. And the whole loofah land is becoming loofah land again, like it did last year. So hopefully I'll get a good bit of loofahs. I still have some loofahs left. So, I mean, that's good. I'll just stock those up, but I've given them away. I've used them. Use them for kitchen scrubbies. The softer ones you can use in the shower as a loofah. Just don't get one of those really coarse ones or else, you're going to lose a layer of your skin, which is not going to be fun. Good morning, Gail. Gail Southern Living. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. So the bittersweet of some going out and some coming in. In the midst of that, just want to kind of everybody to keep in mind, if you grew something that either you don't have any more seeds or, it's your favorite, you really like it, to save the seeds from some of those last ones that you got. So before I pulled the Armenian cucumbers, because those were actually in a different spot, 2 of them I held on to and I let them kind of over ripen. Johnny said he just picked up a package. Is it from Not for Nothing Homestead? Yeah, Jamie said I need my skin. Yes, Tiffany can see Loofah Land. And she said, I love looking out there at Loofah Land because they have the flowers just like open in the morning, so big. And the first loofah that has come out is like probably this long now. and it's dark green. So I just got to wait for it, to kind of die off a little bit before I can pick it and then peel it and then start flapping it and clean it and get all those seeds out. I'm going to save those seeds. So that's kind of what today is about. Even though it's bittersweet, things going out, things coming in, everybody just remember that if there's something that you want to do again next year, make sure you save your seeds. So there's the Armenian cucumbers. They were in a different spot than the little where the patty pans were and the straight eights and the pickling. I found a spot. I've tried I ordered some seeds like 3 years ago. I've tried and tried each year to get them to germinate in some different areas. Annie said she is still waiting for her parcel. I know the ones going out of the country, they take forever. I am so sorry. I wish I could put it on a paper airplane and send this to Annie. So yeah, gosh, now see, squirrel, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the Armenian cucumbers. Finally, this year, after 3 years of trying, I got 2 plants to germinate and stay alive and produce some actual Armenian cucumbers. So from that, I saved those. And what I did was I hollowed out, I let it really, really over ripen. Yes, a carrier pigeon. Jamie, thank you. That's what I need to do. So I put the cucumbers because it has that gelatinous center stuff around it to kind of hold all of the seeds in. So I took all of the seeds from both of them and I have soaked them. Ooh, that's kind of gross. I shouldn't have stuck my finger in there. Anyways, the seeds are floating around, as you can see. And I have marked the jar because otherwise, I sleep 8 hours and I'll forget what the heck's in this jar. So pretty soon what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in a colander, a really skinny, tight-knit colander, and I will rinse all these out really thoroughly, and I will let them dry I'll put them on a paper towel and I'll let them dry, and then I'll save these seeds because the ones that I planted this year, yes, I am fermenting them for a couple. This is actually about day 2 or 3. I know, Jamie, yuck, right? It was gross. I shouldn't have stuck my finger in there. And so they're loosening from it. You just want them to loosen from that gel that they're encased in. And so that is what I have done because I have none. This year was like my Hail Mary down to the end zone. I was like, okay, it's all or nothing. I'm putting every last seed I have in the ground and just hope to heck that something germinates. And it did. God is great. When you wait, don't push. So, anyways, I am saving these Armenian cucumber seeds. Now I have a whole butt ton. Whereas, when to put the seeds that you ordered and you've got just the last 2 or 3 left, and you're like, I don't want them. I don't want to use them all. I just want to reserve 1 or 2. Nope. I was like, okay, it's all or nothing. Here we go. So I have these that I have saved. Also very peculiar. Let's see. I just taught my mom. She's so excited to save seeds this year. She's never done this. Super easy. That's awesome, Grace. That's actually what today is all about. The different seeds that I'm saving and then maybe what I might plant next year. So let me show you this too real quick. Okay, so it's about 2 days out. It wasn't this bad when it started. I had a little spaghetti squash. I've been getting little baby spaghetti squash. So I had a little spaghetti squash and it was laying down and I was letting it, go from the whiter to the yellow and ripen a little bit more. And I flipped it over and it had a boo-boo on the other side. So I was like, oh man, I didn't roll it enough. You got to move those around every day. And so I cut into it. And when I cut into it, there were like, I'm going to say, I think I counted 8 seeds that had actually started growing. Not kidding, hand to God, growing inside the spaghetti squash. 2 of them already had their little green head and they were like trying to come out of the squash. It was amazing. So I gave some of them to Tiffany and then some of them I kept. And I kept them on the little the piece of spaghetti squash. So you would see that I was not lying. Oh, I'm dripping. So this is them. It's actually like 2-3 days later, but look, they actually grew. That's the outside of the spaghetti squash. These 3 guys actually are growing inside the squash wall, which is just unreal. So I'm going to take this whole little boat and put this whole little boat in the ground with all 3 of these little guys and just see what happens. Because, it's already sprouted, so might as well go ahead and give them some sunshine and let them go and see what they're going to do. So that is just the funniest thing. I did Suburban Hillbilly. Go put that in the ground. I'm going to. I'm so excited about that. I'm still seeing some squash bugs, and they are attacking like everything. I had butternut squash. They've gotten that. They're just ruthless. And I've put out diatomaceous earth, which I know that's organic, and you're able to eat from your garden, without any worries with that. But so anyways, that was the funny thing I had to show you. Annie said we were given a neglected lemon tree, so we have been giving it some citrus fertilizer, and now it has lots of new growth and flowers are budding. That is so awesome. I know, isn't that thing crazy, Grace? Stupid birds put a hole in my cantaloupe. Jamie, no, I am so sorry. That's kind of the way I feel every time I go out there and see one of those army worms or tomato hornworms. Derek Fowler told me something to use. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can pick up the picture. And I am going to order it. And the tomato hornworm comes from a moth that lays its larva on the leaves. And then that hatches into the tomato hornworm. So this is what you can get. And it's a spray, he said, and you can just spray it on there. And it is organic as well, he said. And it'll get rid of those like moth, the larva and the eggs and everything, so that they don't continue to hatch on your plants, which is where they come from. I know how to get rid of them. And I got my black light flashlight. So I don't know if you can see that it's a black light flashlight, but if you go outside at night when it gets cool, you can shine this around. It will illuminate the tomato hornworms, and then you can just pick them off. Another way is they lay little piles of droppings. Just as fast as they're eating, it's like coming out to the in and out and in and out. So they're laying their little droppings. And if you see a little pile of It just looks like it actually looks not soft. It's like hard. It looks like little nuggets or something. I don't know. But anyways, if you see that, look at your tomatoes quickly. If you see one half eaten, like I showed you in the tomato hornworm video, then you know you've got a hornworm somewhere. And look at the top is where I keep seeming to find most of them. Look at the top and go in towards the stalk. In the middle of the day, they're going to go in because they don't like the heat. So they won't stay out there and hang out on the leaves. They'll go in towards the middle of the stalk and try to find a shady spot where they can eat that leaf too. So anyways, I hate those things. They're so disgusting. I was talking about the poo, Mr. C. I said poo. Yes, I did. So the spaghetti squash boat, we're going to call it the little boat, Noah's Ark, is going out there, and we're going to see what we can get from that. One of the other things, my yellow squash, from that same squash, I went ahead and gutted it, and I saved those seeds. And I did the same thing, Grace. See, they're all in there fermenting around. Now, I had gotten Suburban Hillbilly said, please read above. So I missed something. I am so sorry. What did she say? See if the active ingredient is Bacillus thuringitis. I'm not sure what that is. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Let's see. Let's look on here. Oof. These little fermenting seeds don't smell real good. Let's see. Active. Yes, it is. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yes. Excuse me. Jamie said she's fermenting cabbage. Oh, Christine, I'm so sorry. The squash bugs are attacking her baby squash plants and the pumpkin patch. Oh, gosh. What? Oh, man. I am so sorry. Yes, I love to see that Braconid the wasp lay the eggs on the hornworms. Yep, it sure is. And I did a video on that last year because I actually found a tomato hornworm at the end of the season and I was like, what is this stuff all over him? It looked like rice was sticking off of up his back like it was spikes, but they're like, usually they're fat and plump and you could tell. And he was like he was big, but he was getting smaller and wrinkly. And I was like, what is going on with that? And, okay. Suburban Hillbilly said BT is a good thing. Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. I'm going to order some of that to spray as well. But I think I looked it up. I think you can pick that up at Lowe's or Home Depot. So I may just go up there and grab some because I don't want to lose any more tomatoes. I've lost enough to them. Yes, the wasp get them. When they get them, leave them because the wasp has come and laid its babies in the tomato hornworm, and they will do that. And even though most people are like, wasp, it's not a big wasp, and they're not coming for you. Of course, unless you swat him or something. It's kind of like the bees, the pollinators. I can get out there in the middle of the patty pan bed and my son will come out there and, Mom, there's bees all around you. And I'm like, yeah, but they don't want me. They want the pollen that's inside the flowers. They're not coming for me. So they're going to leave me alone. So, and they usually do. So anyways, this wasp is looking for the tomato hornworm. And so he will go and he will find one and he will lay his babies in the tomato hornworm. And then the babies are the little things that you're seeing on the top that look like rice. And what they're doing is they're getting their nutrients from the tomato hornworm and basically eating it from the inside out. And it sounds kind of gross and a little morbid, but it's kind of the way nature works, people, survival of the fittest. And if that wasp gets there, but I have not seen any of those wasps yet this year. So definitely got to get everything, combat these things the best way you can. Now, I will say, Christine, I would throw out some diatomaceous earth. That did help when the onset of the squash bugs were hitting the patty pans. I threw some of that out there, and it's fine for you to use that, and it really does help with them, and it gets rid of them. So try that and see if it helps everything. Yes, those worms are weird looking, Tiffany. They're so crazy. And that one that I had in that video that was climbing the stem, as soon as he started coming for my finger, I was like, nope, boop. His face, their heads look like Alien in that movie, The Alien. I don't know. I know I'm dating myself a little bit by saying that, but I'm sure you have all seen that movie at some point in your life. So yeah, they look like the alien from the front. But when I first encountered them a few years ago, really bad, and I was like, what are these things? I thought the horn on the front because the front looks like it has two little eyes. I thought that was the head. And then you're like, when you watch it, it's like moving the other way. And you're like, well, no, that must be the butt. So anyway. Yes, wasps here and bumblebees. I don't bother them. Now, I'm not down for those red wasps, the big ones. Yeah, me and them will have a go at it. So, hey, Scott, rambling with the Brums. Hey, how are you? So anyways, I got all of the spaghetti squashes. This is my last one. I think that everything that's dying out there is pretty much, everything that's out there has kind of piddled down as far as the spaghetti squash. I did save some of those seeds, and they are currently fermenting. Now, in that seed pack that I had gotten, and I had gotten it from a big box store, and we know how, your seeds, seeds, there were also started growing out of that same packet of seeds, not yellow spaghetti, but green and white spaghetti squash. Same thing, but, if I'd have wanted a mix, I would have bought a packet of a mix. I just wanted the yellow ones. So anyways, I don't know, but I saved the seeds from one of those as well. I did the same thing. I put the seeds in some water to try to get that gelatinous center, to the seeds to kind of break away from it. And I'll rinse these off. And they're pretty good because they look like they've all sunk. And I think they've loosened up from all of the outside. So I have all these little jars with little seed saving. I've got some butternut squash too. So I've got some seeds in there. I have little jars of, it looks like I'm running science experiments here. The other thing, I took off the heads of the dill because I will show you. Hey, Jesse and Lisa, lazy days ahead. How are you this morning? We are just talking about saving seeds, and if you have things that you are growing that we are in a bittersweet time right now. Some things are going out, some things are coming in really hard and heavy, but it's the first kind of pull of the garden of what you need to just pull out because it's done. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. but I don't want anybody to forget those last ones that you pull out. If you intend to save any seeds from those for next year, to make okay, the rooster's going to start. He likes to do it right in the middle of the live, right? I mean, why not? Come on. He wants to join in. I should bring him in here one day. He's all handsome and, he's got his back out and he's like, these are my ladies out here. So, anyways, back to the seed saving. So, same thing with your herbs. If they're flowering, and you feel like this is going to be the last harvest that you have from them, start saving them. So this is, if I can get this up and show this is a dill head. And I don't know, oh, you can see those pretty good. You can see all those seeds on there. So I am going to save all these seeds. I have a whole little tray here because there's quite a few of them. And I'm just letting them dry. And you kind of have to help. This is one of those things you kind of have to help. So you just want to take like the umbrella, as they call it, that little thing, and then just kind of swish it back and forth, and they will start falling off. So, and there you go. So, but I kind of let them dry until they get really to the point where they can almost do that on their own. I don't want to force it too much, because then you might have premature seed droppings. Is that a thing? I don't even know. Kind of like the tickle in your tomatoes. Is that really a thing, Jesse? You made that up. You stinker. So the other thing that I get an overabundance of is chives. My chives plants have been out there for 4 or 5 years now. Good morning, Thunderstick Homestead. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. If I missed anybody, I am truly, truly sorry. Please don't charge it to my heart. I don't mean to, but hello to everybody who is coming in now. The other thing that I am saving is the chives. Okay, so the little blooms, you can either do like Tiffany did, and you can take them and pick them when they are pink and blooming, or flowering, excuse me. You can take those, put them in some vinegar. I think she went about 3 weeks because she had to do it at the beginning of Jarred Up July so that it would be ready by the end of Jarred Up July when she had to do her video. And she made a pink vinaigrette. Oh my gosh, it was delicious. It was so good. So you can either take these while they're flowering and they're pink on the top of your chives, or you can wait. She said, yes, 3. So it was 3 weeks. Annie said, are you guys heading into fall, heading into spring here? We are heading into fall soon. We've got about 1 more week, and Tiffany and I are counting the days of pure 90s. Then we're going to go to 80s for a while. And Jesse, you are so funny. He said it is called seed premature ejaculation. You crack yourself up, don't you? And the rest of us too. You're so funny. So yes, Annie, we are heading into fall. And I think that's so crazy that you're just the opposite. You're about to start heading into spring. So that is, oh my gosh. Suburban Hillbilly, it is supposed to be 100 on Saturday where you are. I mean, you're just like an hour south. Oh, 2 hours south, maybe. Yeah, thank goodness. The heat it's taxing on you. I mean, it just like will zap everything out of you. Okay, what is it? Said I must have missed it. What does fermenting do for seeds? So like these are, when you open up a cucumber or a tomato, and the seeds that are in the center are encased in like a gelatinous film, and it's really hard to get them out and to get all of that completely rinsed. What you do is you pick them out, put them in a cup, and put some water in there. Make sure and don't let it go dry. And do it for about 3 days, and it will loosen all of that gelatin that encasing the seeds. And then you can put this in like a sieve or a very fine strainer and rinse it through real good, and then take all the seeds and lay them out on a paper towel, because you don't want any of that jelly stuff left on the seeds. You want to rinse them completely off. You want all that stuff off. So then you rinse them really good, lay them out on a paper towel, let them dry for about 2 to 3 days on the countertop or somewhere where not in direct sun. And then you can pick the seeds up, and then you can save your own seeds. So you want to make sure, but again, that's really soaking them like in water like that is really the best way you can get all of that jelly stuff from the outside and make sure it's all gone. Excuse me. All right. So I hope I answered all your questions or that question. And I'm sorry it took so long. I'm talking and monitoring chat here. I can't believe it's going to be 100 there. I haven't seen 100 here. I mean, I've seen like, we've had like 94 feels like 104, but not actual 100 temperature. I am so sorry. I hope you're going to stay inside, or if you go outside, just make sure you do it in just small little increments, and come back in and get some more water or, whatever, hydration, Gatorade, Powerade, whatever it is that you drink. Scott said he's on a roll this morning. He is. He's getting primed up for your procrastination Thursday. Are you having that today, Scott? If you are, Jesse, you are welcome to drop if he has a thumbnail ready to go for that, you are welcome to drop that in chat. And anybody that wants to share out anything that they're currently doing, or if you need subs to reach a particular milestone, if you need watch hours to reach a particular milestone, just drop it in chat, share that out with everybody so that we can all help one another. That's what it's all about here, guys, helping each other. So Scott said he froze last night. It bottomed out at 56. Scott, I'm wearing a tank top, and I'm currently about to put my head up on my hair up on my head, and I don't want to hear it. It is so hot here. It feels like you're wearing, a fur coat in the heat. It's just terrible. So Dinkin Tank said, got it. Thank you. Yes, I go out early too. That's why we start this live at 10 my time. I'd already been out in the garden after I fed the animals. I had already been out in the garden, done all that, came back up, made some coffee, because I can't be here without my coffee. Made some coffee, got everything settled in, got all my seeds over here to show you guys what I was saving and what we could do so that you can save what you have. I know you want to use all of the fruit that you get from everything that you grow and harvest, but don't forget, next year you're going to need seeds. So, and some of those things, like all of these seeds are from 2 cucumbers. That's it. I bet you there's upwards of 50 seeds in here, at least 50 to 100. I don't know. But Armenian cucumbers are really cool. They're really long and skinny. They're very tender on the outside. You know how a regular cucumber has those, like the pricklies that get you, that you have to wash those off. These don't have that. They have like hair on the outside. They're hairy cucumbers. So, anyways, but they're a little more tender. They're used in something that you would want a little more softer of a flavor because they're not that cucumber. You know, it's used in a lot of Asian dishes, I think. Mm. Broken Heart Ministries. I see that. That is Gail's other channel. Gail actually has 3 channels, but Broken Heart Ministry is, I believe, a newer channel that she has started in memory of her sister, and they do a lot of uh, volunteer work, a lot of ministry to the homeless, and give back to them. So if you are so inclined, please go subscribe to Broken Heart Ministries. It is a very, very good cause, and you know, it helps someone in need. And just go check out what she's doing. So Thunderstick said it's 81 here. Where is here, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know where you're at, but 81 would be really nice about right now. Yeah, it would. Before I forget, I have been putting everything over here on my desk, but I have conditioned a certain someone who sent me a board. I have conditioned it. Look at how the colors are popping and everything is coming out so nicely. Now I have done it. This is the board that Jesse and Lisa made and sent to me. Jesse made it on his new toy and Lisa sent it to me. We'll put it that way. I know Jesse did too, but he's not the shipping and packing department. And man, is she good at that stuff. I need a shipping and packing department, but Joey won't volunteer for that job. But the oil is just bringing out all of the just accentuating the natural beauty of this wood so much. And I love that down there, Not for Nothing Homestead. It's so pretty. So pretty. But yes, I have conditioned it, let it dry. I've done that about 3 times, and let it dry overnight each time. So I should be about ready to I'm just continuing to kind of let it dry a little bit today, and then I should be ready to be able to use it and put food on it. So maybe by next week I can do a charcuterie board on there. That would be exciting. So let's see what else we have going on. What did she say? Animals have taken care. Started my yogurt early this morning. She did a great video on yogurt. She did it in her Instapot. And that was a pretty awesome video. If you haven't checked that out, check out Jamie's video, Jamie's Country Living. And let's see, everybody's saying good morning. Thank you, Jesse, for dropping the links, all the links, whichever links, any and all links. Let's see, Heartland HQ. I've been watering the garden at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. at night so it can soak it up all night with the humidity of the day. Looks like a rainforest, and my garden is small. You know what? That's awesome. I think, Jamie, was it you that said your husband had told you to do that and it was really working out great for you as well? The sun is coming in on me. Hold on. Oof, there. Because it's like trying to get me in the eyes. I think Jamie put out a video and her husband had said to do that, and it really worked out great for her as well. And I have been doing that too, because again, at least, if you do it in the morning, the plants by 11, they look like they're, let me get that out of my eye. The plants look terrible by 11. You can tell that they've just already soaked up all of that. Good morning, Richmond Place. did I say hello to you? If I didn't, I am very sorry. We're just talking about saving seeds today, on the last things that you have coming in from half of your garden. Because I know there's still some things that are going. Like I said, the loofahs are still going. I started some green beans late, and they're actually just getting kicking, and they're climbing the trellis. This is the third time I've started them. The first two, the rabbits ate them when they got about this tall, and I had to start all over again. So, excuse me. I'm now on my third round of starting green beans, but they're trellising up, and I've encaged them now. So, I mean, I learned my lesson. Hard-headed here, but I learned my lesson. Thank you, Suburban Hillbilly. It is a beautiful board, isn't it? I absolutely love it. We'll treasure it. Megan and I talked, and she was like, I'm so jealous. I love that board. I was like, I know. She has got some great boards too. Yes, Jesse. I know a guy. Who's got a machine that does some awesome stuff. Oh, and Barb's Country Home. I am sorry, Barb. I missed you coming in. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Christine. It is a beautiful board. It is. And I absolutely love it. And again, the oil is just bringing out all the colors. It just makes them look that much richer. It's gorgeous. I love it. Suyo Long, I hope I pronounced that right, Jamie. Suyo Long cucumbers work well for us. I will have to look into that because I love to. Now, have you saved any seeds from those cucumbers? Because if you have and you want to do like a little bit of a swappy swap, I'm happy to do that. I'll send you some Armenian cucumbers. Let's see. That Molly's in here. Good morning, Molly. How are you? Hope everything is well. And I think I've lost my place in the chat. I am very, very sorry. Let's see. Thunderstick said Central North Carolina, just above Charlotte. So you're not too far from us. We're actually in North Georgia, up near, like most people know, the Blue Ridge area. So we're just a little south of the Blue Ridge area, almost on the Tennessee line. So, I mean, actually, you can drive maybe 30 minutes and you'll hit the Tennessee line if you go straight due north. If you can find a road that goes due north, you might have a hard time doing that. There is one spot in Ellijay that they say, I've never been there before, that you can see 3 states where you're standing in one and you can see 2 others. It's where they all come together at some point. I've never been to it, but I'll let you know if I do go. I think that's pretty cool. Let's see. Jamie said she is still working on getting to 900. So if you are not familiar with Jamie's Country Living, go check her out, watch a couple videos, give her a thumbs up and some great comments, and subscribe if you are so inclined. She has a great channel. She is a great supporter. She is a great person. So, and she has lots of things to, that's what we all do. We try to share with everybody. She has lots of things to share and lots of knowledge. So, go check out Jamie if you get a chance. Jamie's Country Living. She is awesome. So let's see. Yes, it is beautiful. Thank you. I keep gushing all over it. I can't help it. Thank you. It is stunning. Annie said, stunning. See, look at all these compliments you're getting, Jesse, on your wonderful, beautiful work. Jamie said, Lisa is quite the packer. Yes, she is. I didn't think I was going to get into that package. I was like, wow, I should have got my knife out first, but I didn't. Oh. Let's Let's see. I love that board. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. I'm filming all of it today on how I make it. So she's going to film her yogurt video today. So we'll look out for that as well. And Jamie, if you'll shoot me a email, I mean, I know I'll probably I will get a notification too, but if you'll shoot me an email just to remind me, because we have Homestead Hangout tonight as well. So Thursdays kind of get a little crazy, but shoot me an email and I will share it out on my community tab as well. Southern Roots Alaska Branches. Hello, hello. I'm sorry I'm behind in chat. Thank you and welcome. Thank you for coming in. We're just talking about seed saving since some of the spring garden stuff is going, spring/summer garden stuff is going out. It's important to remember to save some of those seeds, especially if whatever it was you got, you really, really love it. I'm telling you, the Batty Pins are going to be here every year. So we get one. Get used to seeing these little things and lots of recipes coming out of these, because I'm loving them. I am loving them. Mud is saying hi to Southern Roots. I think I'm almost caught up, guys, believe it or not. Jamie said it dries up the ground and makes the ground hard. He's been gardening a long time. We only water in the evening after the sun goes down. And that's absolutely so smart. And I'm so glad that you shared that, because I have done that. I was watering almost 2 times a day there for a while. And then, I saw that and picked up on it, and I thought, it's smart. I know when we were in Florida, they said that you didn't want to, but that's a whole different climate. They said that you didn't want to water at night for fear of mold. But I don't think there's much chance of that here because it's just too flippin' hot. Well, I know it grows in there, but I mean, I just think it would soak up before it would have a chance to do that. And she said his father taught him all about that. That's awesome. See, that's one of those tricks that that gets passed down. And we're an older generation, LOL. Yes, we all are. I was talking to Joey the other day and I said something about somebody was old. And I said, speaking of old people, you know what I did? And so I was kind of referring to myself as the old person. He was like, okay, you just laid that right out there. I'm like, yeah, I used to think, 50 was old people. And now I am in my late 50s. So I am that old people now, those old people. Oh, Heartland with Dink and Tank said, mother and grandmother did that way back, and it makes total sense. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh, Jesse dropped a link. If you want to see a grown woman cry over a board, yes, that is when I opened it. I thought there was something else that was gifted to us from Jan, Simply Jan Homestead. And I thought, this is not the right shape for that. So what is this? So let me grab the camera and I'm just going to film this to see what it is that they sent. Because if it's a lark, because, we're like playing jokes on each other. If it's something goofy and funny, I want to be able to, catch that on camera that I opened it. By the way, Jesse, have you gotten a letter from Not for Nothing Homestead? You need to check your post office box because you have a letter size envelope in there. Anyways, man, it definitely, you got the honest reaction because I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be some kind of a goof thing. Oh, how is Megan going? Loved the two of you did Thursday lives together. Megan today is launching pumpkin spice. So she is probably pulling her hair out about right now because everybody is waiting all year long for pumpkin spice to get launched. And today it launches in her store. So she's going to have probably a lot of happy people. And then, yay, pumpkin spice is here. And probably a lot of mad people. I can't get this fast enough, anyways, poor girl. So she's probably working her tail off. And I'm sure she's probably been there since 4:30 this morning. So Sean at Let's Trade Paint, how are you doing, my friend? I hope you got my email. I sent an email to you and to Johnny. So I hope you guys got my email, but thank you for coming in. Welcome. Oh my goodness. I put some of Jesse's used sticker in my yogurt this morning. That's going to be some good yogurt. I have been there, Ginger. Yes. Oh, the old thing, I'm sure, is what you're referring to. Oh, let's see. Rena says, I'm getting things prepped for lots of pickles. Yes, pickled beets and seasoned dehydrated green beans. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Wonderful. I'm hoping I can get at least one batch of green beans before the freeze comes and kills off the plants. I love those yard-long beans or asparagus beans or noodle beans. People call them like 4 different things. But you can pick them when they're long and skinny, or you can wait till they get a little bit thicker, but they get tougher. But then you can chop them into, little bite-sized green bean pieces. I love those things. I love to pick them when they're young and saute them. So maybe I can do that. But they actually have the most beautiful flowers. They almost look like a seashell when they open, and they're purple. So I'm hoping to see some flowers out there pretty soon. Let's see. Suburban Hillbilly said, pretty sure I saw all 3 when I jumped out of a plane in LJ. You did what? Oh my gosh. Perfectly good plane. You just jumped out. I know. There's people that do that. I'm just not one of them. So you go, girl. Awesome for you for plane jumping. And was that like just like 6 months ago? I'm assuming, because you're so funny. You're such a daredevil. So let me see if I can catch back up with chat, because I am super, super behind. You are very welcome, Jamie. Yes, everybody in here is awesome. Again, if you have any milestones or anything, like Jamie said, she is so close to 900. If you're already subbed to her, if you can share out a video on your community tab and have others connect with her, maybe we can get her up there to that 900. That would be great. Yes, you do got to whip out the butcher block knives to get into Lisa's package, said Jamie. But that's a good thing, because nobody else is getting to it. Yes, I can't wait to see that video. Suburban Hillbilly said, I've got an antique water pump in my backyard from Dillard General Store. They were so nice. They found out where we were coming from and met hubby halfway with it, and we bought it. Wow, that's awesome. Antique water pump. One of those that, back in the day, those things. I am excited for you. I wish you did videos. I would love to see that. Your hubby does have a green thumb. Bucket List Homestead. How are you, Natasha? Where you been, girl? You been ghosting us? No, I know. Sometimes you gotta do home and family and all of that. That stuff has to come first. That is number one. YouTube is not number one. Okay, this is what we do for fun and for the love of it. But home Home is number one. So we never ever forget that. Careful when seed saving because of cross pollination. Yes, I was thinking I was going to get pumpkins, got Franken fruits instead. Frankenstein fruits, huh? Oh my goodness. Richmond's Place Homestead said, "Hey, Bucket List Pathways Homestead. Hello. How are you? Thank you so much for coming in." Yeah, you do have like if you have different tomatoes close together, you're probably going to get some cross pollination. But you never know. You may get something that you really love, or you may get a Franken pumpkin, and I'm very sorry about that. But maybe you can start a whole new strain of pumpkins. Yeah, everybody's silly. I got cherry peppers. I bought all my seeds this year, and cherry peppers aren't one of them. Oh. See, I don't like welcome surprises like that. I mean, I guess, were they good? I mean, maybe you like them. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, pumpkin spice, everything. Yes, people can be buttheads, especially if you are out there in the service industry. They really could care less. They just people say what they want and walk away with no remorse for being completely and utterly rude. And it's just I don't know. I don't know what the world's coming to these days. Oh, let's see. They said yes. Oh, we did get a letter, and we will discuss that letter on our live on Saturday. Saturday, and Lucy, you have some splaining to do. Oh, Lucy, you got some splaining to do. Oh no, it's funny. I know you laughed when you opened it. So, anyways, okay. So Jesse and Lisa are live this Saturday. They usually go every other Saturday. So this is their Saturday on. And it's lots of fun, lots of jokes, lots of fellowship. And they always do some giveaways. Jesse goes to Ollie's. Jesse and Lisa go to Ollie's, and Lisa finds the good stuff, the notebooks. Jesse looks for the regular books in the book section, and he won't get any that doesn't have pictures. Well, one he got the 365 inspirational, it's like a bible verses of the day, and those are really awesome. So anyways, put it on your calendar, people. Mark it. Okay, make sure you go and see them Saturday night and show them some love. Give them a thumbs up. Jesse, did you already share out Scott's link? I'm sorry, I'm not only behind in the chat, but sometimes I'm a little crazy with the chat. But if you haven't, you are welcome to do so. If he has already put up a thumbnail for his Procrastination Thursday. Tonight is Homestead Hangout, where we all have a bunch of fun. So it starts with Gillum Family Farms. Now I'm going to give you Eastern Standard Times, okay? Because I'm on the East Coast. So you'll have to convert it from there. So it starts with Gillum Family Farms at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We jump over to White Rock Nation, which is White Rock Homestead. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then it comes to mine and Tiffany with Mud and Mascara, our combined channel that's called Muddin' for Nothing. If you haven't checked that out, please check that channel out, because we have a lot of fun on our lives. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we roll over to Dale and Nana from 9 Acre Family Farms at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They usually do Kahoot It, the game Kahoot It, and that's a lot of fun if you're competitive, like Christine at Gillum Family Farms, or Gillum Farms. Why do I want to put a family in there? I always want to say Gillum Family Farms, and it's just Gillum Farms. Sorry. Jesse, I need my Joe Fix It For You hat. I don't know where it is right now. I need to put it on my head to fix my brain. Anyways, they do Kahoot It. Dale and Nana do at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then to round out the evening is Tony at Kettle Kitchen. So that is your Homestead Hangout lineup. It's a lot of fun. It starts at 6 p.m. tonight. So get your leftovers ready. Go ahead and make a pot of coffee. You better start this Suburban Hillbilly about 5. That way you can eat, have a cup of coffee, sit down, and then just start watching everybody. It's like when, you used to watch Knots Landing and then Dallas and then whatever else came, Dynasty. They all came on back to back. There you go. That's the lineup. So let's see. I'm sure I missed something here, and I am very sorry, guys. I know I had seen the budget prepper said something about, I am still waiting for my garden to give up the peppers and the tomatoes. Okay, that's a plane, and it sounds pretty low. Tiffany, did y'all see that? Is that another one of those? Because I know she's listening. Is that another one of those that was like the belly plane that flies super low? I do not like those. That kind of freaks me out a little bit when they fly so low like that. Yeah, I've gotten a pepper that looked quite sad. If I could even show you. Yeah. So here's one of my purple tomatillas that I have in the window, letting it get a little more purple. That's about the size of the purple bell pepper I got the other day. But I know the more you pick, the more it'll bring on. And the purple bell pepper was already completely purple. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and pick it. And then maybe that'll, inspire the plant to bring me more. Okay. Dropping links. Dink and Tank said, I've got one tomato plant that is 7 foot tall and loaded. That is awesome. You also have some very beautiful sunflowers. Just going to say that as well. Just throwing that out there. I'm making some roasted tomato, pepper, onion, and garlic salsa. Oh my gosh, Richmond's Place. Are you kidding me right now? That sounds amazing. Wow. I would be down for that. Yeah. I would love on that. I wouldn't hate it one bit. Oh, Suburban Hillbilly said it was many years ago. It was skydiving. Oh, goodness. Yikes. Jamie said, I ain't jumping out of no plane. Nothing including airplanes. I am 11 away from 1900. I cannot believe it. Wow, that is awesome. Yes. Okay, so anybody, if you have not checked out Bucket List Homestead, she and her husband both are retired, medically retired veterans. They're both veterans. They're homesteading with their 2 children. They have a great channel. She has lots of preservation things on it. She's doing all kinds of stuff on there that she wants to share. Now, she did the balsamic garlic jelly in Jam It Up June, and that has become a staple on the charcuterie board. It was on the charcuterie board that I did for my charcuterie board for our board Smackdown collaboration that we had. It was on there. Tiffany's used it on meat when she's smoked some pork up there, a pork tenderloin. I mean, that stuff is amazing. So this is how we all find new things that we fall in love with. And again, the whole reason that I decided to make it was because I watched her whole video from start to finish, and I saw her reaction when she tasted it. That's what had me hooked. So guys, make sure you give everybody your true reaction, whether it's good or bad. But the good ones, especially if you know the profile, the flavor profile is on point for you, go make it. So I bet you I've watched her video like 3 times to go back and see, okay, okay, now that's what she did then. Okay, now this is what she did then. And now I got it down pat because I've made it a couple of times because I ran out. The first batch went like that. Into the Mud with Maggie Moo is here, guys. Oh my gosh, how is Pumpkin Launch doing? I hope you're okay. I hope you're surviving. I've been worried about you this morning, thinking it's like, what is it? Black Friday in, Walmart is probably what you feel like Pumpkin Spice Day is at Starbucks. Let's see. They said that I have to pick them right after the start blushing and then finish ripening them on the counter so we get to enjoy them. They are slow on maturing, and for some reason, so before they rot or bugs get to them. And see, I have been doing that same thing. I think we had seen each other in a chat the other night and said the same thing. And I was like, yes, I am doing that exact same thing. As soon as they start blushing, I have a counter full. Look. See them over there? See them right there? I have a bunch over there that are aromas that are, I picked them when they were blushing. I put them on the counter because if not, the tomato hornworms or the army worms, or they'll just get too stinking hot. So, anyways, yes, everybody's saying hello to Megan. Hey, Megan, we miss you. Everybody has said they miss you so much, Megan. Oh, Natasha with Bucket List Homestead said, I've been so busy, and my hubby and I went away for a couple of days for our 30th anniversary. By the way, my name is Lynn. Oh, oh, my goodness. Bucket List Homestead. Okay, I'm crossing the two channels there. Sorry. Lynn, I'm very sorry. I will get that right. How much do you worry about cross-pollination with seeds? I mean, it's all edible, right? Yeah, I mean, it may taste a slightly bit different. I mean, if you want a true seed, then it has to be something like 100 yards away from any other things that could cross-pollinate with it. I don't have that kind of area set up, so I mean, I'm kind of fine with that. Oh, yeah. So let's see. Yes. Happy anniversary. Happy 30th. That's awesome. That is actually a huge milestone. On a break in the middle of pumpkin day, so thought I'd pop in. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let me get down to the bottom because Megan's down here. Man, oh my gosh. I'm so behind. I'm so sorry. If I have missed you, I'm so sorry. I have pumpkin sauce in my shoe. Oh, Megan, I am so sorry. I know. You're going to go home smelling like a pumpkin. I love you. I hope the rest of your day goes good. I feel so bad. Oh, yes, grabbing tomatoes early. Let's see. I have not done any I still have not done any sourdough. I tried, but the heat here just went too bad. Bucket List Homestead. But I did make balsamic vinegar. That's awesome. I also showed feeding my sourdough starter in jars. I'm gonna have to go watch your video as well. I'm not sure. Bucket List Homestead, where are you as far as heat wise? I mean, like right now, what's your yeah, if it was too hot then. I was trying it earlier. Carlene Vasseur, good morning. Thank you for coming in. I'm gonna say we weren't quite in the 90s consecutively yet when I tried it the first time. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about the sourdough thing except for maybe try to wait till fall and try to do it then. Let's see. And Jamie said, I want to make balsamic jam. And Richmond's Place Homestead, I'm starting my own from scratch tonight, Jamie. Nice. Everybody's saying hello to Carlene. We're in Eastern Ontario, Canada. So I was going to say, so you're not probably very hot, but you are. It's going to be 90 there today, but the rest of the week is high 70s, perfect for sourdough. Okay. So that's the perfect That's the sweet spot as far as the temperature. I'm going to have to remember that. I'm going to write it down because, I'm going to sleep 8 hours and I will forget that crap. 70s for sourdough. Okay, so I think we covered all of the seed saving that I have done. Yes, thank you, Johnny. Yes, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys, on your way out the door today. Scott with Rambling with the Brums has his procrastination Thursdays, if I could say that. I think it is at noon my time. So I think that's what it is, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So go over there and check him out. Suburban Homestead said, or Suburban Hillbilly said, I'm the only person I know that uses the potato flake starter. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Potato flake starter for sourdough bread? Or are you making a hoe cake? Yeah, Richmond's Place Homestead said, potato flake? Yeah, do tell. You're going to have to share that. Have a great day, Dink and Tank. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. Yes. Have a great weekend, everyone. Don't forget to start that. Oh, so she said Carlene must know too. She said instant potato flakes. My sourdough starter is made of potato flakes, sugar, and water. Wow. See, yes, Jamie, I say the same thing, but Suburban Hillbilly she doesn't do videos. She's an awesome supporter. She is an awesome supporter and a wealth of knowledge, complete wealth of knowledge. I mean, so much to share. So, yeah, if you can get that to me, how you do that, Suburban Hillbilly, if you'll email that to me, I will share it out. I will share it out like on my community tab or something like that. Yeah, I find that very interesting too, Richmond's Place. Oh, look, Jesse found a link. How to make potato flake starter. So there you go. Suburban Hillbilly, if you'll watch that and make sure that's how you do it. I'm making sourdough bread as we speak. Yeah, I just can't get it. I just can't get it. And, but I'm going to try when it's not quite so hot because mine blew up and then died within like 24 hours because of the heat and the humidity. Suburban Hillbilly said, I will. Give me a few days. I'm currently drowning in tomatoes. I'm so sorry. I know. And I know, you're blessed with that crop this year and you want to put every bit of it up because, you never know. Yes, next year, all your tomatoes may get wiped out by something, but because you had an overabundance this year and you prepared and you're canning all of it and keeping it, preserved, you'll have it for next year just in case. So that's the way they did it in the old days. That is the way they survived. Feast or famine. See, you get through those by making sure during the feast you put some back. Just saying, guys, that's the way it goes. Yes, you never know what the future will hold. Can you use cheese flavored ones? LOL. That's all I got. It's the flavored. That's funny. So you want to make cheesy sourdough bread? I've got a video. Well, no, I don't have a video on that. I'm going to make a video on that, on how I made the cheesy patty pan bread. Oh, and I will use this one, this little beauty right here. And I will make a video on that cheesy, I call it cheesy patty bread. It is so good and it is not dry. Okay. I've had a couple that have been dry. This one is not dry. It's completely on point and delicious. All right, guys. So I think I have babbled on enough. Yes, Jamie, exactly. You never know what the future holds or what the future will bring, and you never know what will happen. So just keep that in mind. Carlene, I wish. He promised me when I made a loaf a while back before I ate the rest of it and shared it with Mr. C and Tiffany that he was going to try it. So I'm going to make this cheesy video and then maybe I will see if he will try that one. Maybe I can get him to try that one, just a little bite. I gave him some sauteed squash once and he just, and I love it that way. I mean, I truly do. But want not was LOL. Huh? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to let everybody go. Thanks, Jamie. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully, we'll see you tonight on Homestead Hangout. Don't forget that all starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Gillum Family Farms. And then you just move over and keep jumping and watching your shows. So take care of you and yours. God bless. Go save some seeds, whatever it is you want to keep. And we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.